Have you ever wanted to teach your pooch how to do a unique trick, but you didn't know where to start? Today I'll be giving you a how-to guide on how to teach your dog to do 3 unique and interesting tricks. The 3 tricks you'll be learning and then teaching to your dog are fetching a drink from the fridge, putting their toys away, and playing the piano. The first trick to try and teach your dog is to fetch a drink or item from your fridge. This is a dream trick for any bachelor or person who is just too lazy to leave their couch to fetch their own drink. With this trick and 2 other tricks to teach your dog, you must have 2 things in abundance: treats and patience. This is very important as treats reward good behavior, and having patience helps to keep you and your dog from becoming too frustrated and making it difficult to train. Along with learning to opening the fridge door, this trick can also help you teach your dog to open other doors in the house. The first step the first step to this trick is tying a piece of rope or a tug toy to the fridge door handle. This must be long enough for the dog to get into its mouth fully and to pull. Try and encourage your dog to pull or put the rope in his mouth, and if the dog shows any interest at all in the rope or toy after it's tied to the fridge, immediately reward your dog with praise and a treat. Next, open the fridge door and put a treat up against it and encourage your dog to push it closed with his snout or paws. You may have to show your dog how to do this. Reward and praise immediately if your dog accomplishes this task or shows any interest in it. Give each task a vocal command. Continue to do this for a few days. Now you must put a toy in the fridge and command them to grab it out of the fridge. Encourage the dog to take the toy out carefully and to drop it into your hand with vocal commands. If this is accomplished, replace the toy with a plastic bottle. As the dog learns this, you can keep changing the material of the drink to suit your needs, from a bottle to an aluminum can. The steps in this trick can be found on dognotebook.com. The second trick to attempt is to teach your dog to return the toys to a bin or container that you have chosen after they are done playing with them. If your dog is anything like mine and has nearly too many toys to count, this trick can be a back and foot saver. As always, use treats and patience when working with your dog. The first step is to sit down on the floor with your dog in the bin with his toys spread out in front of you. Throw one of the toys across the room and command your dog to bring it back while also holding a treat over the bin. It is best if your dog knows how to fetch before attempting this trick. When your dog returns, command it to drop it over the bin. Give the treat and lots of praise if successful. Give a verbal command such as put your toy away or put it back in the bin when doing this. It is best to try this over an extended period of time while also slowly reducing the amount of treats that you give to the dog. You should also begin to move farther away from the bin and begin to point to the bin while you are giving the verbal command. This trick and its steps can also be found on dognotebook.com. The final trick to teach a dog is how to play the piano or keyboard. This trick can be a great way to entertain your guests as well as yourself. It is best to start teaching this trick by purchasing a cheap toy piano, one that you don't care if it's scratched or ruined or has treats placed all over it. Place the toy piano on the floor in a quiet room with no distractions. Place a treat anywhere on the piano and praise your dog for showing interest in it once it picks it up. Keep the time that you do this short and spread it out throughout the day. Once your dog learns that anytime it approaches and shows interest in the piano, this is a good thing, and this trick will become easier to teach. Next, place a treat on a key and command them to play the piano. If they cause the piano to make any sound, reward them heavily. Keep practicing this while also giving the command. After they have done this a bunch of times, you can then attempt to move on to a real piano or keyboard. It can be difficult to teach them to sit on a bench or like a chair. After they have done this a bunch of times, you can move on to a real piano or keyboard. Take this trick slowly, and your dog could possibly be the next Mozart, but you need a lot of patience. This trick is also found on dognotebook.com. In conclusion, if your dog is smart and you're both willing to learn these 3 tricks, how to fetch a drink from the fridge, return their toys to a bin, and to play the piano, you can help both of you bond, and your dog can entertain you and your guests. Practice patience and encouragement always. These 3 tricks, along with numerous other unique ones, can be found on dognotebook.com.